All right, y'all. It is 8:29 a.m., June 4th. This will be a short trading session. I got a training at 10 o'clock, so I will be out of here at 9:30 on the dot. So, um, we're gonna be leaving on time today, to say the least. Been a rough week. Um, about 15 seconds, but I am noticing a slippage in behavior, just kind of accepting any kind of setup. Kind of watching film, watching tape, seeing that I'm taking C plus, C minus setups and just kind of treating them as normal. We got to stop. So, the challenge, challenge for me going forward, the rest of the month is going to be A plus setups or nothing. So, we've been doing really good. We had a really good May, and I think the discipline and behavior has, has caused me to be a little loose, just having a profitable month in May. So, got to keep staying focused, keep staying hungry. Bell rung, so we're alive. But we gotta stay focused going forward. So let's make it a good June going forward. All right. So looking at GLD to start off. Um, it is at hourly resistance. It's also at hourly support, so it could continue to chop a little bit. Let's see. The volume on about 100,000 shares so far. Um, let's see. For 1421. So resistance is, see it bumps its head right there. I also have support here as well. So looks like it's topping out on the EFI. We'll see how it wants to continue. It's got my eyeballs right now, so we'll keep watching it. See if we get a setup out of it. Right now, what we would expect or need is a push above this line and a cave. Already got a push right here over the top to push above this line, retesting it, and then kind of caving down is what we're looking for. So we're gonna stick to the fundamentals of the setup. Let me see. As far as that goes, I didn't see much else. I see a lot of choppiness, a lot of back and forth. What's gonna really drive my decision making is the volatility of the setup, the overreaction. We've got to get back to those fundamentals. It's trying to cave a little bit. Let's see, did we get any type of clear it out? All right. All right, nothing to start off the morning, nothing super exciting. Let's dive into the CSX that's new on the watch list. See if anything on the watch list came about. We're gonna be a lot tighter on these setups. HPE. HPE is getting some motion, some movement, like a retest. Uh, not quite caught forward, but forward's getting some. If you're looking like decent volatility, so I zoom out. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, nothing much as of right now. I see a good divergence on NCLH. No volatility though. We're done with those kind of setups. We're done having those kind of days. You don't get the volatility, we're not watching it. Palantir pops up. PLTR. Palantir look like it's catching support somehow after channeling. It's interesting. Keep an eye out for it. PayPal pops up. Hmm. Nothing as of now. Nothing prominent. Pre-market activities. ANET got some motion. Got a lot of motion on ANET, actually. ANET had a massive move yesterday. We almost jumped into it. We watched that trade, but I think we initially went to QQQ. I think that trade ended up going break even, so keep an eye on the net right now. In fact, we might make that change if we get the overreaction we need. Let's see. Yeah, I had to have a mirror to mirror talk here. Exploitation of the divergence. We got to start taking advantage of exploiting those moves. Let's lock in on the net real quick. Halfway through screen two, getting a solid push down overreaction on the net. Let's see if it continues. The net has my attention a little bit. We'll see if it keeps pressing down to give us a solid overreaction. Gotta leave here at 9:30 on the dot, so I'm not really expecting much as far as the trade goes. So the New York Stock Exchange, like SPY's about to hit its head on resistance a little bit here soon. That'll be interesting. Keep an eye out on SPY, see if we can get a bearish divergence. QQQ as well. So I'm leaning bearish. Not enough stretch though on these. Right, not enough stretch. IWM has some solid stretch. Well, actually, it's gold. Gold has a solid stretch. I'm sorry. Let's I did our rounds. We checked the top five. We checked nothing news popped up. Got a lot of motion. Net gapping down here. It seems a little desperate. Got about 5 minutes left. It's looking solid. Volatility is at -4, which is a lot of overreaction. However, it is just at a pullback line. Let's check where it is on screen one. On net. It is at it lost everything. It is at weekly and daily resistance. It's lost a good little amount of breakthrough. So, man, curious to see where it's going to be at 8:45 because it's lost a lot of ground. A lot of ground. 4 hour support isn't until 152. Way down here. You might be giving us a kind of a double bottom stretch here. It's interesting. Very curious to see how these next 4 minutes go for a net. Because it's definitely volatility's at a -5 right now. It's quite the overreaction. It's at the a little bit below the 50 line on screen two, which shows that it's just a pullback. It's been dumping. Let's go over it. Yeah, this is quite the massive sell-off right here. Um, where's my support? Support isn't until we're in daily and weekly resistance right now. Support isn't until 152.85. 52.85. There you go. See how it bounces out here and runs up. Might get that same reaction here. We'll see. Oh, 1 million shares traded the first 15 minutes. That's solid. We shall see. Volume is decreasing. -525. That is a lot of volatility for one move. Um, Keeping an eye on it. It's definitely got my attention. Let's check on everybody else while we wait. Nobody else quite has that move like a net right now. Net had a pretty good day yesterday. About a minute and a half. We'll check on everybody else one last round. Let's check on Palantir. I know it was moving. It was a little bit. No volatility. Uh, NCLH had solid diversion. NCLH. And just no real. And that is part of the New York Stock Exchange. Let me see. It's a little choppy on the index on SPY. So nothing massive. It could decide to chop. We got about 40 seconds. Check out Intel, INTC. See if we got any type of on is giving a okay push down as well during this chop period. Very choppy, but giving us a little bit of a push down. It's interesting. We're in that overreaction period right now. We got new candles. It's pushed down for sure. All right, ANET is in that zone. See if it pushes down just a little bit more, but ANET has my attention for sure. Um, HPE. I think ANET pushes down a little bit more, and then I think it gives us what we need as far as that divergence, that pivot. We're right at that point where it's overreacting. Check in on everybody else while we wait. We're still waiting on the net. Nothing major. Yeah, you can see it doing a double bottom on screen one on EFI. Got to dig just a little bit deeper. Got to come down just a little bit more to be a solid overreaction. Volatility looks great. We'll see how it turns out. It's retracing pretty strong. It'll be a short-term bounce. Got a minute left on this candle here. Volume still kind of dying off. and resistance a little bit on screen too on this candle. So it could come down for sure. We could get that overreaction we need. We shall see. 30 seconds. See if we get a strong dip after this candle. That'll be a telltale sign. 15 seconds. We got a candle, a little bit of a dip there. Kind of getting a flip here soon. Trying to establish some support, but I don't think it's gonna get it. Dipping down a little bit more, which is what we would need. Let's check on everybody else while we're waiting. I keep looking around. Make sure we're not missing anything here. Nothing. Nothing at all. Not missing a thing. I think we'll get that push down that we need a little bit more. Starting to flip. Not quite the overreaction though, so that's a little worrisome. Second pivot's got to be a solid overreaction. We won't take it. Not taking the trade. It's not a solid overreaction. Getting a turnaround now, so I think they might be ready to turn around here soon. It's about to hit resistance, so could be short term. Let's see if anything else pops up on the watch list. Let's go through everything else on the watch list here. That's some movement by SMCI, but not enough volatility. I think I already looked at those. SCX is new. Mhm. Yeah, I don't see anything going through the top five. I kind of see a double top crash on screen on GLD, but see that divergence. Like it's about to hit support soon here. Like I'm gonna have long on that. Like gold's ready to plummet. It's probably get one more solid candle out of that, but nah, not enough volatility on that move. Um, it's a weak push up by the bulls there. Let's poke back in on the net. The net's right in that range where it's forming support on screen two on that candle. And another little push down here, and that is right where we need it to be. If it can just push down just a little bit more for the next 5 minutes, be right in that range. That's a strong support here. A little bit strong over push down. 2 minutes left. Need the Bears to be a little bit stronger. Just a little bit. Yeah, less than 2 minutes. Let's see if they can kind of get it back. Got a minute and a half. Let me see. ANET is part of the. Um, we might get what we need. SPY is having. It's about to hit resistance, but it's having a really strong breakout right now. So if it hits that resistance and kind of fades off there, it'll be good for ANET. We'll see. Alrighty. All right, we got a mess. Got a solid overreaction. A net is right where we need it to be. Um, right where we need it to be. Let's see if we're gonna catch that move. All right, a net is right where we need it to be as far as the overreaction. I don't see anything else giving us solid volatility, so we're definitely locking in on a net. Just keep an eye on it. Just keep an eye on it. 9 o'clock though. I got about 25 minutes at best. 25 minutes at best. So net is in that zone. Let's see if it wants to bounce up. And net is hitting resistance on this candle on screen two. Let's see how it's looking on screen one. Could be bottoming out, trying to give us a double bottom. It's a very tall double bottom on screen one. If we can get a solid turnaround, we'll see. See if we get some juice. 5 more minutes have went by. We'll see. Getting a seller's reaction here. I don't know. It's right in this zone, right where we need it to be here. Could be a higher low as well. So it's definitely giving us overreaction was here. I can see the double bottom on screen one. If it finishes red here, that is technically a higher low. So it's not a bad thing. I can see the resistance there. Got to get a curl up here. Gotta get a curl to the upside. Right now, it looks like a negative reaction. Let's check on everybody else. Right now, it's looking very red. So if it's going away, we'll check on everybody else and see if we got anything special popping up. Let's check on you. INTC. Gotta keep looking while we wait. I see a little bit from Intel, but not enough volatility. Gotta start putting more emphasis on that volatility and the pivots. That's what I kind of told myself doing that mirror to mirror moment, SMCI. I start being more technically sound on the setup. Disney popped up out of nowhere. Oh, it's just D. That's DIS. EL popped up for the first time here. Nothing massive. Nothing that I can see. All right. 40 seconds. And that is right where we need it to be. We need a pivot to the upside, but we definitely got the overreaction we needed. We're in that zone. This is gonna be interesting. This is that higher low moment. See if it curls up on screen two. Looks like it's catching resistance a little bit. 2 seconds. Selling there. So 9, 10. Okay. Technically a higher low there. A little bit of a gap between the open and the close of these candles. Is it? Not really. Gap up. Yeah, gapped up. No, that's the open. Yeah, gap down. Forgive me. Forgive me for that. Gap down. So that's a little bit of an exhaustion move by the bears. So that's a good thing. Could be getting that upward flow we need. Got about 20 minutes though. We can't get the setup in 20 minutes. We got to let it ride. We are right in that zone where we need it. Let's go ahead and get ready. It's pushing up at the right time, so that's a good thing. 4 more minutes, and if we can get a pivot up on screen too, that is a great sign. We are getting some really good signals right now. Bulls are pushing this up at the right time. This is looking good. Coming up on that moving average. I'll hit resistance a little bit as it taps that moving average. Gonna come down. Maybe some people take some profit here and there, or maybe you got some sellers that I don't want to see this push down a little bit more as they thinking it's a retest and push down further. Could be. You may not be wrong, but this is the moment of truth. This is an entry. This is an entry for a lot of bears right now as they look for continuation. They look for this to be a pullback retest and for it to go down further. So definitely could be that moment. I don't see it that way. I do see their story though on the resistance. I can see it on this candle. Got a minute and a half. We just needed to kind of maintain where it is in that overreaction area. On screen two, it's definitely hitting some resistance, so that may be a good sign here. This is in the way. Okay. Let's check on screen one. It's coming up on that VWAP, looking like a solid double bottom, right where we need it to be at. Less than a minute. This is a solid push up by the Bulls. Don't need it to push up too hard though at the end. Need it to stay right where it is. Don't need no explosion. It's exploding though. That's gonna be tough. Right where we need it to be at. Just needs to stay right there. 25 seconds. It's hitting resistance a little bit. Maybe some people take profit. That's what I'm kind of hoping on so I can stay put. No pun intended. All right, where we need it to be at. How much time? 5 seconds? I think we're good. I think we'll make that threshold. Got some resistance. All right, we got to pivot. We're looking good. We're right at that point. I think about another 5 or 10 minutes, we'll be in this trade. Um, We got our second pivot hitting resistance right now. Bulls came back strong towards this reaction towards this line here, so we got everything we need for the divergence setup. Um, Pivot is there, not as strong. Well, it's still strong. I like it right here. Yeah, I still like it. It could be a little deeper, but no, it fits all the parameters. You can tell it's slanting down on the price from pivot to pivot, pointing up on the indicator, pivot to pivot. Let's go to show you what I see on screen too here. What area is this? It's pushing down right now, so um, not quite ready for our entry criteria, but we're close. I can see a lot of good things coming. We got 15 minutes though on this entry. It's got to be 15 minutes or less. Let's see. First pivot was 6:30 right here. Second pivot 9 a.m. right here. I like to do the close. Um, I like to do the close of the candle. So from here to here, you can tell that the bears are overreacting, pushing it down. As they're pushing it down, bulls are kind of collecting, ready to push it up. And we're about ready to do an entry after this candle here. So I think we're about ready to get focused. Let's clear it out because I need all that on my candle as I'm pushing it up. But yeah, I think let's get the screens ready. See, it's all over the place. That would have drove me insane. Um, I'll do 8 days out. What's today? Usually we need to stick to the code too. 12? Yeah, still 8 days out at 12. Where are we now? Let's go back to screen three here. Contracts aren't so bad. Doing at point 0.2, point 0.5. Doing it 50 cent, 162.5 contracts and stuff like that. I'm not really a fan. Um, Let me see. Yeah, it's like that on 22 days out as well. So I'll probably still look to do one contract, maybe one or two. We'll probably push it to two. Relatively cheap. Spread's looking good. Spread is $1, but still looking solid. It's at a really good moment right now. You see, it's set up here. This is in the way as well. Got everything we need though. I like this setup. I like the way the setup looks. No complaints on my end. I got the volatility to start, -5. I got, I got the pivots obviously in a bullish divergence. Bears overreacting. Hitting resistance right now, so could get a little bit of a push down. Might have to be a little bit more patient, but we got about a solid 10 minutes. We might get timed out of this one. So we might not be able to enter the trade. Let me see. We got another candle right above the 50, but not quite ready. This is that second pullback. They're making us earn this moment here. So it could decide to chop a little bit. Technically got everything we needed. We're right above the 50 on the QR code, but they're making us earn this pullback right now. So be patient. Another 5 more minutes and we could be ready. Just need to see it close above the top here. I like everything I'm seeing. Just gotta be patient with it. Problem is I have to leave this where it is and might have to close it at like a 5% type deal. So, but I like everything I'm seeing. Set a double bottom on screen one on the EFI. It's definitely at a solid point of resistance. I will say that. So that's a little disturbing. I'll be honest about that. What I see on the long-term charts, right at the VWAP underneath it, a little bit of resistance there. It's got a, it could have an uphill battle to climb, but it'll be up for the task. We'll see. If it closes above, yeah, if it closes above this 50 on screen three, the QR code is confirmed, and we're jumping in regardless. So giving us pretty much everything we needed. We've got higher lows at this point. Got the explosion, got the second pivot confirmed on screen two. Another higher low moment right here. It's looking solid. Just got to open up, be willing to explode at this point. About 3 minutes. Giving us what we needed at the right time. 2.5 minutes. Bulls got to finish this one strong, or we'll be jumping in. See if they up for the task. Bulls up for it. They're doing it. They're moving right at the right time. They're gonna burst through that. All right, they're moving at the right time. We got a minute and 40 seconds. And we're stepping in. Yeah, really moving. My goodness. This is opening up at the right time here. We'll probably look to get in 30 seconds early, maybe. 160.82. We'll do it at 160. I'll look to do two contracts, maybe. Costing about $6 a piece. They're moving at the right time here. Let's make sure we're not getting faked out. It's looking solid. I don't think we can get faked out right now. 40 seconds. I think we're good. It's not peeling back at all. Two contracts. Looking good. 20 seconds. It's peeling back a little bit, but I think we still get the close. 10 seconds. I think we're good. Let's let it ride. We're jumping in. Should get in before the next price. Or not. Still waiting. Everything's confirmed. We're just waiting to get jumped in now. Come on. There we go. Two contracts ain't terrible. All right, we're in. So, all right, we're in. We only got 5 minutes to watch this, so that's the disappointing part. We got to leave pretty soon. Um, so I can't manage this trade effectively as I would like to. But it is a perfect setup. I like everything about this setup. What are we down right now? Um, Down quite a bit. Let's do this. This is another one where those spreads are looking up percent down 7% right now. Spreads are not kind to us at all. So we need to start managing those. I'm starting to see a trend in that where the spreads are very mean to us to start out. We're starting from behind. So I don't like that. We'll see how this continues to finish. Currently down 8%. It's got a lot of work to do. Setup is perfect though. Um, so even more reason why we should probably get a lot tighter on these entries. I don't think market orders are essentially the best during the summer. So I'm just gonna kind of make a note of that. We've got a dip in 2 or 3 minutes, so I don't know. Down 8% right now. 8.5%. Setup looks perfect. This is an A plus setup. I don't see any issues with anything on screen two. It is in, let me see, right here is that the VWAP. I'm seeing a double bottom. It is inside of that it is inside of that weekly and daily resistance. It's all over the place. This entire zone is just red, 162 to 154. This entire zone is just this entire zone just infested with red. I'm not gonna keep that box up there because I know you can't really see it from there. But yeah, this entire zone is just weekly and daily resistance. So um that's the only and that's on screen one. So we're at the VWAP pushing up, still down 8%. It's very much so a struggle. What do we got? We got less than a minute, so I gotta get rolling. I can't stay and watch this one. We're down 4%. Um, Create another higher low here. So I like it. It's already down -5%. I think we've got to give it that room to breathe a little bit, but I don't know. I think it's trailing it pretty well. What's the entry? 615. Fair price is 645. Yeah, it's right at that tail moment. All right, I got to get out of here. I will give y'all the end result. practice says I should let it go, uh, at -5% if I'm not here to watch it. I'll do you one better. I'll do it -10. It's already got me a -5. And it's kind of touching on 8% here and there, uh, just to kind of reduce the pain. I'll do -10 because it's already tapping it. And it just reduces the pain a little bit. But yeah, I'll leave it in the hands of the market going forward. So it's already -5%. If I change it now, it pretty much will take me out, but that just kind of reduces the pain, so it'll trail a little bit better. So I will see y'all tomorrow. I'll give y'all the end result later, and y'all be easy. All right, see you tomorrow.